The highs and lows of your kids on the spectrum, hey? 1 minute they're doing really well, next minute they want to go to the pet shop and woohoo! There's shit everywhere. Projectiles, being thrown, bottles, you name it. Ducking and weaving. I tell you what, if they do a dodgeball too, I should be in the main cast there. But the meltdowns too, knife blocks are up there. Shit's serious. People don't understand. But hey, that's life on the spectrum. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing for you guys. Well, welcome back to Rolling with the Spectrum for another episode. As you can see by the intro, we had a meltdown after school in the house because I didn't take her to the pet store. She did have this about 20 to 6 as the shops were closing, so we couldn't go. She couldn't understand why we couldn't go because it was still daylight and it wasn't dark. That's the literal thinking behind these young kids trying to process life in general. But yeah, it was a bit erratic, but we got through it. But how do we combat that? What do we do as a parent when our kids are flying off the deep end? A lot of people in society, when they see it out in public, will go, we need to discipline them more, we need to give them a good smack. When I was a kid, I got smacked. No, it doesn't work like that. I had a go at a guy in the car park for having a go at me because I hadn't taught my daughter discipline the other week. News for him, it doesn't work like that. And most of us parents, struggle with that fact too, I believe. I first did when she was having these. I'd match her intensity level and would be at battle stations together. And I was doing this with a 6-year-old kid at the time. I had to re-educate myself, and learn what not to do. Everything I've been taught when kids are naughty, smack them, not smack them because we're moving away from that, but obviously I got smacked as a kid and that. Yell at them, chastise them the best we can and say, no, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. You sort of have got to have that light touch with them. You can't do that with these kids. They're in that state, in the fight or flight mode, so nothing's working in the, in their brain at this part, the frontal temporal lobe, I believe. It's all in their deep down in the middle lizard brain that's, not working, not listening. You sort of got to grab them and, tell them there's no saber-toothed tiger coming for you, kiddo. Calm down. Don't say calm down, but you know what I mean. Calm your body. Use all right words. Verbalise to them that you're not going to hurt them. This is your comfortable space. I don't want to see you like this. And give them that, parently hug that they need. It's heartbreaking to see and see him in that state, and then to see him calm down from that high emotion to this, oh my god, sadness, what have I done? It enough to make the biggest man cry, I guess. It's devastating to see. It's heartbreaking to watch. I suppose it's the same thing really what I just said, but I'm just trying to emphasize the fact that it's it's difficult, and it's so sad to see your own child in that heightened state that you can't do much about, apart from just reassure them that you are there for them during that time, and they know that they can have that safe place, and because they broke something in the house, it doesn't matter. And that, where most people would be like, no, you need to chastise them and show them what for, and comes with consequences. Yes, it comes with consequences, but not the consequences that you and I were probably used to as young kids growing up in the 90s, I guess. The consequences are subtly different to, and what they are depends on the time, day, where we are, location. It depends on a lot of things, where this consequence comes from. So there's not one right or wrong way to parent these kids and that. So just want to reassure you guys that I've just lived it. I'm sure there's more parents out there living it too. Just feel like, guys, that you're not alone. Reach out and, you know, raise the awareness to your friends and family and so on, so you don't have to feel like you're living this nightmare alone when they do have their meltdowns and stuff. So yep, well, anyway, that's my meltdown and bit of a vent all in one. So I was going to leave you to it and sign off like I normally do, guys. But before I do that, if you are liking my videos, please hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, tell your friends, your family, your workers, your unco-workers, tell everyone, and we'll help raise awareness for autism. And remember, peace, love and autism.